Hello and welcome to Blender Next. So my name is Luke. I'm a software developer, and in the past months, I have been working on this tool, Blender Next, to improve uh, the Blender workflow. So if you use Blender, this tool will help you manage all your Blender versions, your project extensions, and there are some missing features, but I will showcase the most important one because I have already done that. So yeah, okay, so to get started, Blender Next opens with the project manager. If you create a new project, you will see that you have this panel, but you don't have like a Blender version installed. So you need to first install the Blender version. So if you go here into the Blender packages, as you can see, everything loads pretty faster because Blender Next gets his information from the Blender website and then downloads all the information to your local machine. So everything here is being loaded locally, and also your project, so your information will only be stored online if you choose to, but everything like the project files and everything is stored locally. So you can see the informations about each version, and as you can see, we have like alpha, release candidate, stable, and other versions, but you can filter them by stable. You can install only the stable versions of Blender if you want so, and you can also install different versions of Blender at the same time. So as you can see, I'm installing two different versions of Blender, and you can also install like a third one if you want and I can filter this list by the installed Blender versions. So none of them have already been installed. It's still loading. But if you filter this out, you'll see that when one of them finishes installing, it will show up here. So the other one, I think it's still loading. Yes, and also this one. So now that we have like at least one of the Blender versions installed, you can go to your package manager, right, and create a new project, and you'll see that you have like a Blender 4 installed, and you can select that one while the other ones are still loading. Okay, so I'll create a new project, like new new project for tests, and you can choose where you want to store your project. So I will open this directory here. So as you can see, I have already a lot of demo projects, but I'll create like a new folder just for me to use it as a folder for us to store the new ones. So I can go there, select the folder where I want to store my project, and then give it a name like new test project, and select the Blender version that is installed. Select the template. So templates are the same as the Blender. When you open the Blender, you can choose like a modeling, 3D animation, rigging, and we will have like more templates, and the user will be able to create his custom templates also. But right now this is what is available, and you can choose to use version control. So version controls allows you to back up your Blender project to the cloud. So even if you lose the file locally on your machine, you can still load the project from the cloud, and also you can share your project across different machines. And then you can clear the extensions. So sometimes you have like a Blender that have a lot of extensions installed, but with Blender Next you can choose to clear that Blender those extensions and only install, like include some specific one for this project. So yeah, it doesn't really matter right now, but you can choose like some extensions, and then just create your project. So this will open up Blender. As you can see, it created a new test project, and it has opened the Blender on my second screen. So here we have it, new test project, and here we have like our project. And if I close Blender here, it will automatically generate a thumbnail for you, like a preview of the project, and it gives you some information like the size and the time that the project was created. So if you click here, you can edit, refresh the thumbnail, or delete the project. If you hit delete, it will ask you if you want to delete also the files from the disk or not. So you choose what you want. So you can just unlist the project, that is removing the project for this manager, the project manager, or excluding the project from your machine, like removing also the files. So this is something that you can do. And to open your project, you just need to click it, and it will open Blender with this project. So if I do some changes here, like let's say something like this, go here and save this project. So as you can see, the thumbnail is not updated, but you could or manually refresh the thumbnail, right? So it will automatically try to load the thumbnail. But if it doesn't load, this is because Blender is still running. So you could just close your Blender, that this is will automatically update the thumbnail for you. So as you can see, it synced, and here is your project. Inside the project folder, you have like your Blender file, right? So you have your Blender file, your backup that Blender automatically generates, and your thumbnail file that Blender Next generates. So you don't really need to interact with the project here on the folders, because everything that you need to do on your project will be done here. So you could move the location, like the folder. You could create like a copy of the project, or do some other actions, but I'm still working on that. And here we have like like the blenders are still installing, and we have like the 2.2.3 that have also installed. So if we go to the project manager, we see the new Blender version. So I could create like a new project, like more fun project with that version, and select the template, and just for convenience, and click on create. It will open the project. It opened the project on the side, and as you can see, I'm using the 4.2.3 LTS. So if I close it, it will also generate like a thumbnail for you, and tells you the size of the file. And as you can see, they are from different Blender versions, right? So I can choose to delete one of them, right? And on your project directory, you can see that we have the two projects. So if I go here and delete one of them, and choose to delete all the files from disk and proceed, it will also delete the files from here, but I think it's still loading. So yeah, you can delete the project, and you have the extension. We have the extensions. So the extensions are being also loaded from the Blender's website, official extensions website. So you have all the information that you have there, and if you click on an extension, you can see all the information about the author. You can open the page on Blender website. You have all the information that you need, the stars, and about the project, like all the information from the author. And you can also see the previews, like the videos, right? You can full screen the video just to see it better, what is going on. You can go like you can load different videos, different elements to, to see how this extension works. And you can close it and open another one, as you can see. So, and you can install it. And right now this is what is done. So you can install the extension for a specific project or specific Blender version, and there are much more to come, but this is what is achieved right now. So yeah, let me know if you have some comments on what should be improved, and what kind of functionality that you dreamed with Blender, but it doesn't have integrated within. Because the main goal of Blender Next is to make it easy for you to manage your project, not creating, like, let's say, new add-ons to modify your meshes or something like that. But with Blender Next, I'm still working on the workflows, but you'll be able to like run background commands in Blender. Let's say that you want to create to bake some maps. You don't need to open Blender for that. You can just select the file and click bake maps, and you can bake your maps, your textures from another Blender version. Let's say that you are working on a project with Blender 4.2. You could bake your maps with another version of Blender while using this version of Blender. So yeah, that's it. So let a comment to like of what you would like for the tool to improve, and what are your thoughts about the tools, and if there is like a functionality to add to this tool, will be great to hear from you. So thank you, and that's it.